I think, to be honest, for me, it's just a matter of getting the small things right. So when you step out onto Croke Park, it's unlike any other pitch in that the actual stadium itself nearly dwarfs the size of the pitch. So it's really just a matter of acclimatising to maybe the high level of sound that's going to be there, which mightn't be something you've experienced before. Just getting your communication right with your players as well as another thing, making sure that you can hear each other and that you're listening to the right calls for the warm up. Just getting zoned in on the ball maybe in the warm up drills as well. So just you're fine tuning your senses really when you come into an atmosphere like that. I think Cuala present a different challenge. You're right there. They probably have a higher level of hurling. That's no disrespect to Schlockneil, but maybe just it's more the environment that Cuala are born out of in Leinster. I think they're an extremely well conditioned team from what I've seen, and they have obviously some tremendous names in Shute, Con O'Callaghan, Cian O'Callaghan. So it's going to be a huge challenge. They garnish a lot of respect, and we fancy ourselves, but we've also done our homework on them too.
Okay, I suppose the name Con O'Callaghan is mentioned every time Cuala is mentioned in this,
of course,
in the last couple of weeks. How important is just one player to a team, or do you think that this has to be a team game and they need to make space for him, or how do you think they could play that?
I think Con is kind of always the name that the media are going to latch onto in terms of Cuala or indeed Dublin or any team he's involved in. But it would be foolish of us to think that one man, Con O'Callaghan, can lead Cuala to an All-Ireland crown in 2017 and all the way back to one in 2018. He's obviously surrounded by 14 other players on that pitch at any given day who are also top quality hurlers and can not only distribute the ball into him but do damage themselves. So we need to look after the whole team. This is a team game at the end of the day. Well, funnily enough, what went on around the dinner table last night was laying out the menu for the next 2 weeks. So we were making sure that it's going to be good, clean living and whole foods. But no, sticking to the routine. I mean, in general, it's a household, I suppose, full of hurling fanatics. Like my father is a huge hurling man, born and bred in Kilteely, Drumkeen, and Limerick. So he's very proud of us and what we've achieved. We try and leave hurling out of it as much as possible at the dinner table, but there are moments where we get into the nitty gritty of it and the potential tactics and potential team lineups and all this, just as there is in any GA household, I suppose.
How difficult then, finally, is the balance between hurling and life in general? Do you find that it impinges on life or that it enhances life?
I think in order to be successful in anything, in order to be successful in hurling for us, it involves sacrifice. That I suppose is not only like socially, but in terms of the way you live your lifestyle, what you eat, how you sleep, maybe what you don't eat as well. Like there's a lot of temptation around maybe lads wanting to go out and have a few drinks at the weekend, etc. But that sacrifice is made, it's worth it when you have the opportunity to represent your club, your family, your friends in Croke Park on Paddy's Day. That's a dream a lot of great hurlers haven't got the chance to fulfil, and we're lucky enough to do so not only once but twice now again. We don't take it for granted, but getting that balance right is just a small sacrifice along the way, I suppose.